Welcome to Purpose After Sports, where we are sharing athletes' post-sport journeys and exploring how they are reinventing what it means to compete. Today we have Jordan Peterson. We're so happy to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So tell me a little bit about yourself and then your sports background.
Yeah, so my name's Jordan. I grew up in Bloomington, Illinois. I've lived here about my whole life. And then, let's see, with sports, I started swimming when I was about 2 years old. My parents put me in like a, just like a little swim lesson thing. I had a neighborhood pool, and they wanted to make sure I didn't drown. and then, and then just kind of kicked off from there. I got on the swim team, and I've just been nonstop swimming ever since. It's been a long time, yeah.
So you started swimming at a really young age, and then you swam through high school and then college as well, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about the transition from high school to college.
High school to college, yeah, so high school to college was huge. So high school swimming it's nothing compared to like club either. So like club was, every day, 2.5 hours, you would swim 10,000 yards a day.
Okay.
And it was just awful. But high school swimming was more of like a fun thing.
Yeah.
And my coach, Bob Loy, who is like one of my favorite people ever, loved him. He was a great coach, and our season was just so short. And so it was nice because swimming's year round. So I looked forward to high school season, and it was fun because, it felt more like a team sport.
Yeah.
Because you don't really get that when it comes to like club. And then, high school was it was honestly just fun. It wasn't a lot of pressure. College was a huge step up when I went to Illinois State, just because it becomes your whole life.
Yeah.
It really does. Like, I thought swimming was, already my whole life, but I mean, you're doing doubles every day. I mean, I would get up at like 5:30 in the morning, we'd run on the track, then we'd swim for 2 hours, go to school, come back, swim for another 2 hours, then go to weights. Like, it was very intense, and it becomes your whole life. And I would say the difference between high school and college was you got to have a little bit more fun with it in high school.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's really all I would say that was really different, is that high school was a little bit more fun, college was a lot more serious. It was your whole life. And obviously year round. So like you're training the whole time. High school season's like 4 months.
Do you think during your college experience you ever reached burnout at all?
Oh, so I did that earlier.
Okay.
So I was really good. I was a really good swimmer until I would say my sophomore year of high school is when I hit a plateau. Happens with a lot of girl swimmers once you get to that age, and then you hit a plateau. And I actually never beat my times again since my sophomore year of high school. So that was a very frustrating journey for me, just because I put so much work into it. I do it like it's my whole life. I'm swimming every day, all day. It's all I do, and I just could not reach it again. I could not reach what I did sophomore year.
Yeah.
If I would have swam my times in college that I did sophomore year, it would have been great. And I just could not do it. It was crazy. And then I would say my senior year, I started to get a lot better. I got a new assistant coach, and he was just really great. And I think he put a lot more, coaches were really important throughout my life. I had a lot of coaches.
Okay.
Tons and tons of coaches. He was great. Sean really put his energy into me. I think he saw potential. And I started doing good again. I started getting my times that I did my sophomore year. And then I was done. So then that made it really, really hard for me to let go of swimming, because I thought about using my COVID year and going.
When you were in that group.
Yeah, but my head coach said I couldn't take it at ISU because she already gave away all the, because we don't get like a lot of money in swimming. So like there's not a lot of full rides to go out.
Yeah.
So all that money's already been taken for the new people coming in. So I actually really, really contemplated going to another school just to swim again. But I decided there was no point at at that time. But
yeah. So tell me where you went to college and talk a little bit about pros, cons, friends, everything in between.
yeah, so I went to Illinois State University. I swam all 4 years. I really, really enjoyed my time. I think it was nice, it is a D1 college, but it was nice. It was my whole life, but it wasn't like an overpowering, like my whole life. Like there was a really good balance, and the girls on the team, I mean, I'm best friends with them to this day. Like, I'm so glad I went to ISU. I met those girls. Like, they've just been so great. 4 years was really, overall, really great. There was a lot of coaching changes while I was there.
Yeah.
I had 2 head coaches, and then every year we had a new assistant coach.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit difficult, just with, overturn and just having to get used to someone else, used to like different types of training. That was really difficult. So I had the head coach recruited me for the first 2 years, and then he left and went to the Navy. And then I believe it was the Navy, I'm not quite sure. And then I had Caitlin, my next coach, for the last 2 years. But then under that, every year I had a new assistant coach.
Right.
Yeah. So that was, I would say, the only part that was really challenging. I think that was like a big con for me, is that I just had no consistency. Different types of training every year was really hard, hard to keep up with. But I think the last year I found the right method that worked for me.
Yeah.
When we got the new assistant coach, the last one. But yeah, I would say pros is, it was really nice to be at that level, but it wasn't super overpowering. Like I know a lot of other programs, like if you go Big Ten, SEC, like I think I would have gotten burnt out. I would have been done. Because I still got to have a college experience at ISU. I still had, I could have fun and like do normal college people things. Not totally, I mean, not totally at all, but I mean, at least I got a little bit of it. Because I think that was a little bit hard too, is that I do feel like I missed out on college.
Yes.
Just with sports. You can't go out, you can't do any of that stuff. I mean, we had like one night a week where we got to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then we did dry season.
Okay.
And we did that twice. So, dry season, we couldn't go out, couldn't drink, couldn't even be seen at like a party setting at all for 2 months before our mid-season meet, which was in November, and then our conference, which was in March. And we could not do anything, be seen, go out, be any part of college life for about 2 months before that meet. So I never broke it, I would like to say. People really doubted me, and I really never broke it. So that was big for me.
I love that.
But it was really, I mean, I had a great time. I would not give it up though. Like, yes, it was hard.
Yeah.
Not being a normal college student, but I would not give it up. I mean, those girls, you're just so close with them. You're with them all the time. It's like your sorority. Like we had a swim house, and like we had a banner. I didn't come up with this, but the older girls did before I got there. It was Suda Kappa Goggle. That was like our sorority. So like we had fun. Yeah. We just had to find like other ways to have fun that, normal college people wouldn't partake in. But it was, I wouldn't change it at all. I'm so glad, and sports has really taught me so much. Discipline. With employers, like, I really think, like, they love athletes just because we are so disciplined.
Yes.
And, like, people will show up late to work. Never. I'll never show up late. That's crazy. I would get in trouble.
Early to everything.
I remember I was late one time to swim practice. That was, like, very scary for me.
Yeah.
I was running in, like, oh, my gosh. It was so scary. But, like, stuff like that. Like, I love sports, not only because of, racing. Racing was like my favorite thing, but
yeah.
I love that it made me a very disciplined person, and I think it's college, it really kicked it into gear too, about being disciplined, being, just a really well-rounded person, and that's because of sports.
100%. Do you, if you had the chance to say something to swimming, what would you say?
I miss you. Or just thank you.
Yeah.
Honestly, thank you. I mean, it was really hard to let that go. I mean, I've been in the water since I was 2. That was like such a huge part of my life.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of times that I wanted to quit. A lot. Like there are some times that I tried and my mom would not let me. I remember like being a kid and hiding in the closet because I didn't want to go to practice.
Yeah.
And my mom kept me on track. And I want to thank her too, because if I would have been so upset if I would have stopped. Yeah, I just feel bad for all the times I said I hated swimming and like I don't want to do this anymore, because it honestly was the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Yeah.
It was great to be a swimmer.
I love that. To kind of spin off that, who do you think influenced your sports journey the most?
Sports journey the most? So kind of hard, because no one in my family was an athlete. No one. My mom wasn't, my dad wasn't. I mean, I have a lot of cousins. They did swim, but not like competitively like I did, or on the level that I did. I wanted my mom. I don't know what got into her, where she got into sports, but I think I was when I started swimming, I mean, a lot of the coaches were like, she's gonna be good.
Yeah.
And I think she just took that and ran with it, and she really kept me in check. Like, she was very strict. She was very hard on me. I mean, the car rides home when you don't do well. She was that for me. My dad was not like that. It was her. She was scary. And no, she's the one who kept me on track. If it wasn't for her, I probably would have quit swimming. So I think she was really someone who kept me on my journey. I mean, there was no one I looked up to, like, swimming world. I never watched swimming. I mean, I still don't. It's boring. I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I just stuck with it because I was good, and my mom made me for a while. That's why.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Do you still get the chance to be active, and what do you kind of do now in your life to?
So I haven't swam since my last race. Haven't gotten in the pool since. And I won't.
Same way.
And I won't, because, when you're out of the water, my coach would always say, a fish out of water starts to stink. Mm-hmm. And if I got in that water, I would just get so frustrated with myself, because you really lose the feeling of the water. You lose it. Like, my coach would always also say, like, if you're out of the water for a week, it takes you 2 weeks to get back. So it's been 3 years, so it's going to take me 6 years to get back. And I don't have the time for that. Yeah. And it would just be frustrating. And I think not having sets, I mean, it's not like I needed people around practice. I mean, you don't really get to talk to your friends or anything. You're just looking at the bottom of the pool.
Yeah.
But I don't think I could get back into it. Not unless I did like a master's program, which I've thought of. Yeah. But again, I would be so frustrated that I wasn't like where I was at before. Like it would kill me. And then active-wise, I mean, I honestly just walk. Sometimes I just got Colton to like, because I was like, I kind of want to do stuff. I never learned how to work out.
Yeah.
That was a huge problem after I was done. I was like, I don't know how to work out. All I know is how to swim. I mean, we would do weight training, but like, it was focused towards swimming, and someone would tell me what to do.
Right.
I had no idea what to do, how to work out. So I would just walk, and then I honestly just really watch what I eat. I don't like working out. It's not like, I don't like it. Yeah. And like, I'll have Colton like, because he knows stuff to do, because I mean, he's coaching. So he'll be in his room, and I'll just be outside with like, I bought dumbbells and like little bands, and I'll just be like, tell me what to do now. Yeah. And because I don't like the gym, that freaks me out.
Well, commercial gyms are scary too.
Yeah, and I don't know what I'm doing. People are gonna make fun of me. That was hard. Is like, I don't know how to do anything. Yeah. I was always I swam, and if I ever did weights or anything, I was told what to do. Mm-hmm. But I do need to get better about that. I need to, probably find a way to get active, at least to like, for mental health reasons too, like to get out there. I should probably start swimming, but I just don't think I can. I'll get so upset.
I was the same way. I didn't touch a basketball for 8 months.
Yeah.
I couldn't. Like, I just physically, I was the same way. I was like, I'm going to be angry. I'm going to be all these emotions. I was like, I'll figure it out later. But,
I'll just be, I can't. I can't do it.
No, 100%. What are things that you enjoy now being a retired athlete?
I got a lot of time.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of time. But, I mean, being a retired, I mean, I get to, I don't have to like follow anyone's rules. I mean, in college, I mean, there was a rule book and you had to follow it. I mean, I get to do as I please now. But I mean, I'd rather take the schedule back. I love that schedule. I know it sounds crazy, but I like waking up at 5. I liked swimming for 2 hours. I liked I liked the like hard schedule. Now I don't have that.
Yeah.
Like the crazy schedule. I miss that a lot. And I never thought I would say that, but I do miss it.
It was so nice. You didn't have to think about anything.
No, you just woke up and that was what you did every day. I mean, now I do that now, but with work.
Yeah.
But I mean, now you're just there for, 9 hours or whatever it is. But I mean, it's nice to have more of a social life, I guess. You get to, you have more time to do things, travel, go places. I mean, I missed out on a lot of that too when I was an athlete. Like my brother's in college right now and he gets to go to all these places and like have fun. I couldn't do that. I couldn't miss practice.
Yep.
So now I that's what I think I like the most. I have the freedom to like go somewhere, go on a weekend trip, go here, go there, and I couldn't do that as a swimmer because I couldn't miss swimming.
Right.
I couldn't miss practice. So I think that is something I like the best, is that I have more freedom.
Freedom
for
to
sure.
do what you want. Talk to me a little bit about what you do now and just kind of your journey getting into the workforce. Did you have struggles? Just tell us a little bit about that.
So I did have struggles. So after I was done with swimming, I took a year off.
Okay.
I took a year off. I wanted to be a normal college student. Even though I wasn't in college, I wanted to like have a normal social life for a little bit, enjoy that. But I was actually studying for the LSAT.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I did want to go to law school. Man, I'm not a good test taker, and that test rocked me. I mean, that is not a fun test to take. I mean, I didn't do awful, but I applied to schools. I got into some, but not the ones I wanted to. And then I was just like, I don't even know if I want to do this. I don't know if this is just something that, it feels like I have to, like, being a lawyer, how cool, you know? But I don't think I really would have enjoyed that at all. So I did that for about a year. I tried, didn't work. And then I started working at the state's attorney's office in Bloomington to maybe be around it to see if it was something I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I was a victim witness advocate there.
Oh, wow.
And it was really cool. I really did like it. Got to be around lawyers and, be there for victims of like domestic violence.
Yeah.
It was a really, really cool experience. And then I was talking to actually Colton's, my boyfriend's brother. He is a State Farm agent in Dallas, and he was talking to me about sales and getting involved in that and how it really, what you learn in sports really correlates well to sales. And so he got me hooked up with a State Farm agent in Bloomington, and I worked for her for a little bit. And then I really liked it. I love sales because I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like you get the rush of like sports and like a race or something. Like, you want that sale, you work hard for that sale and you get it. And it is a very rewarding thing.
Yeah.
And so I really, really like that. So I was really into it. And then I'm actually working for Colin's brother, Brent, in Texas right now for his agency in Texas, remotely though, in Macomb. And then so I go down to Dallas a lot and I still do it and I really, really like it. Sales has been, that has really, really helped me, I think, get over some of the things I miss about swimming.
Yeah.
Because that whole aspect of selling and, working for that, and, I really do like that. So I think I found a good space. I don't know if I'll do insurance sales forever.
Yeah.
May look into other things. But as of right now, yeah, I really do like that. It has been really, really fun, actually.
It might be 90% now, but it's really high, 80 to 90% of former athletes get into sales.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, no wonder.
Yeah.
I mean, I had no idea. And I was like, wow, this has been so great. Like, it really correlates very well.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
We're just driven and we need like something.
Yeah.
So it's so interesting talking to like what people have found, because if you start asking questions, that's a huge number that are in sales. So talk to me a little bit about what you see for your future plans, where life is taking you, or if you don't know, just talk to us about that.
So, as of right now, just sticking with what I'm doing, sales, and then my boyfriend is a coach, so he wants to be a D1 head coach for basketball, so I foresee a lot of moving in our future.
Yep.
Lots of moving, so it's a good thing I work remote, which I'm really excited for. I think it would be cool to, see some other places. But for me personally, I've always just wanted to have a family and, get married, all the normal stuff, that every girl wants.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for that and being like my mom, when she was sports, for sure.
Yeah.
I want my kids in sports, I don't care if, they don't like it.
Just stick it out.
You have to do it. Even if they're not good, I think it's really important that kids should do sports, because I think it's so good for them mentally, just to be such well-rounded people. It's setting you up for like everything that you need in life. So I'm excited to be, a soccer mom, kind of like that. Not soccer though. I don't want to be at soccer games. Something else. But I'm excited to like just be a mom and, have a family one day and just, and enjoy everything. Yeah. Not anything really specific, but
Love it.
yeah.
Okay, my final question for you would be, what advice would you give to former athletes?
Former athletes? Oof. I feel like I need advice. I would say, this is hard because it's hard. Leaving sports is hard.
Yeah.
It's still something, I don't even know if I can give advice on it.
Yeah.
It's still something that I have a hard time with. I really miss racing. That part of you, like I'll listen to music and then it's like I'm getting pumped up for a race. Like I feel it still.
Yeah.
And I miss it and there's nothing like it. Mm-hmm. I haven't found anything that's like it. I don't know if I have any, I don't have any good advice because I'm still having a hard time. I miss it.
Yeah.
I don't think anything's like it. I like my job and, that's all great. And I do get a little bit of sense of that, but I don't know if I feel bad. I don't know if I have advice.
No, that's perfect.
Yeah.
What advice would you give current athletes right now?
Current athletes, keep at it. Especially talking to high school athletes, like, don't get caught up in stuff. I don't regret it. Everything happens for a reason, and I think it put me in the places I need to. But I got a little burnt out in high school. I stopped going to practice. I was skipping. It's hard, and it's hard work, and it's not always fun, and it's stressful, and it's very consuming. Mm-hmm. But it is really worth it. Like if I could go back in time and give like 100% full effort into swimming, I would. I would go back and change things. But, again, everything happens for a reason, so it's fine. But I would just say, stick with it. It's so rewarding, even if, you don't get first, you don't get your best time, you don't get any of that. It's the best experience. And then once you're done, you just need to enjoy it while you have it. Because once it's gone, you're not even going to realize. Because, I did not like swimming for the longest time.
Yeah.
And now it's like, I miss it. So yeah, I would say just enjoy it while you have it.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time to come out. And it was awesome having you.
Yeah, of course. No problem.